here.
Oh.
Must be good news.
No, Jason is still missing.
They will find him. I know they will.
So do I. So in the meantime...
In the meantime, why aren't you at home? That's where you should be, not here at work.
Bobby, I've got patients I've got to see. And besides, keeping busy helps keep my mind off Jason.
Excuse me, Monica.
Oh, yes, Sheila?
I have a message from Nikki Langton. She wants to see you.
Talk about nerve.
Oh, what did she want to see me about?
I don't know. She just said it was important.
Here you go.
Oh, hello,
Hi.
Mac.
Hey, BJ, look like you're having a good time.
Cool. What happened to you this morning?
Oh, I had to leave early. Can I see you a minute?
Sure. You want to put her on the bar? Oh, sure. Come here, Cheeky. Oh, hey. What,
Hi. Look, I looked into the words Broken Top. The ones you remembered when Tom Hardy put you under hypnosis.
Right. What'd you find out?
I don't know, but if what I think is true, it could be really far out. Molly!
Nothing. I just wondered if you were ready for another glorious day.
Look at your leg.
The bleeding stopped, I think.
Yeah, and tourniquet worked. Okay, well, let's see what happens when I take it off. It really hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's good. Oh, then an awful priest. He was not a priest. Simon said we were supposed to go to a cabin and... Let me look. It doesn't look very good. It's all red and inflamed all around.
It's infected.
Maybe we should wash it out again.
No, that won't do any good. There's only one thing you can do. We can't look. Wait.
What?
You have to take the bullet out.
No.
Holly, you have to.
Anything about Jason?
Well, just take it easy now. We're going to find him. It's just that we have no word yet on either Jason or Kieran.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lou. I'm getting a little paranoid, I think. The minute I see you and you look serious, I'm expecting bad news. Well, I guess no news is good news, huh?
I am in constant touch with the Coast Guard. And as soon as I hear anything, you and Ellen will know, all right?
Thank you.
We'll always be here.
Now, I've got to be there for some patients. Excuse
Try
me.
and relax. Huh?
Okay.
Huh. I don't know how she does it. I'd be a child who was missing.
I'd be a basket case, an absolute basket case.
Me too. Well, you saw the way I was when the kids were stuck in the brownstone and they had no phone and Joseph Atkins on the loose. I don't suppose he's been found, has he?
He hasn't even been seen since he broke his brother Cal out of that work camp.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. The clue to his whereabouts. Now, there's been a report of a stolen boat along the south shore of the lake. Now, we feel that it's not storm-related. So, I think that Atkins took that boat so that he and Cal could escape over to the Canadian side.
Oh. Well, the farther away, the better. Although I'm not going to relax because I won't feel my family safe until that man is put behind bars for good.
All right, hold on, Kay. Let me go a little faster.
I ran the words Broken Top through a computer search program, and it's a bluff.
But I wasn't bluffing. That's what I saw, so what's the big deal?
No, a bluff. A bluff, Felicia, like in a steep-sided hill. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
There are a lot of bluffs in Texas. And guess what? There just happens to be a bluff near your grandmother's hacienda. And it just happens to be called...
Broken Top? Seriously?
Seriously, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, we're onto something. We really are this time. Maybe something happened to me on Broken Top that I'm desperately trying to forget, and that's why I don't have the memory anymore.
Well, the question is, what is it? I mean, I called the police in that area. They said there was nothing strange or unusual that had been reported. I mean, they thought I was nuts.
Oh, you're not nuts. You're definitely onto something big.
Well, the next step for me is to go to Texas and dig around and see what I can find
that's
out.
great. That's great. And why? Wait a minute. You go to Texas for me?
We're friends, right? I mean, hey, and even if you don't remember, I can use the change of scenery. I said I'd do it, and the Scorpio never goes back on his word.
You're a darling.
Oh, hey. You have to be so close?
I'm very nearsighted.
Well, before you get too thrilled about this, there's a catch. You have to help Connor run the Outback.
Aha! Your pride and joy? Are you finally admitting that this lying, squeezing ditz is finally capable of taking charge of things?
No, not at all. Bill and Holly are going. I don't have a choice.
Whoa! No!
Yeah, you want to put down here?
No, no.
There. Are you feeling home? Hey, what are you doing?
No!
Come here, PJ. Come here.
No!
Come here. I want to get you. I want to get you.
No!
Judith, no way. It has to be a doctor.
Don't get technical on me, Holly. This bullet has got to come out.
Look, it's filthy down here. Even if I had some kind of medical training, it is absolutely appalling here. We don't have any kind of a clean instrument to dig it out with.
Improvise.
Put that down. Look, you just have to be patient, okay? They're not going to leave us in this disgusting hole forever.
How naive are you? I know Martin. He doesn't give a damn about anybody. And clearly Romero doesn't care a hell of a lot either. We're on our own, Holly. We've got to figure out a way to escape, and I can't do that with a bullet in my leg.
I wish there was a way that I could stop the pain. But if we try and dig that bullet out, it's just going to make the infection worse, and it'll probably start it bleeding again.
I don't
No,
care.
Bill.
I don't...
No.
Are you always this stubborn?
Only when I'm right.
You know, I noticed when I asked you, when I come back from this trip, if you wanted to go out with me, that you really didn't think your answer through very carefully.
Well, maybe I should. I didn't mean that. I'm really looking forward to it. Really.
Well, you have to trust me on this. I had planned a slightly more elegant spot for us to spend time together than something like this.
Yeah, nice, isn't it? Could use some work. Maybe a nice picture window, view of the ocean, table with tablecloths, baby grand in the corner.
Someone wonderful playing romantic music we could dance to. Well, you could dance.
You could watch.
I like watching.
Breakfast.
Oh, great. Did you get the coffee, the cappuccino, all the espresso?
All right, yeah.
Now look, excuse me.
Yeah.
Please could you send a message to Mr. Romero and tell him that Holly Sutton would like to see him and talk to him immediately.
Whatever you say, lady.
Holly, what the hell do you think you're doing? Romero is a waste of time.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. How naive can you be? I can't believe it. This leg could rot and fall off, and he wouldn't give a damn.
True. But he does give a damn about me, doesn't he?
Morning.
Please, can I have a second with Dr. Simpson? Eric, do you have a minute?
Yeah, I got a minute.
I just
thought you might like to know this is a big day for me. I'm being discharged in a little while.
Well, you were pretty banged up. I guess you made a speedy recovery, huh?
I had very good care. You were all wonderful.
Yeah, well, we're sure all glad that you're well again, Nikki.
I bet you're especially glad that you won't have to see me around here every day, too.
Listen, Nikki, that's...
Someday, I hope that you'll be able to see my side of it and realize that I never meant to hurt you or anybody else. I'm really sorry I did. And I hope that someday you'll be able to change your opinion of me.
Well, look, I mean, you know, it's okay. I guess you did what you thought was right at the time.
Eric, please try and forgive me. I mean, really deep down in your heart, try and forgive me, not just say it to be kind. It would mean so much to me if we could be friends again someday.
Why don't you just not worry about it, okay, and just concentrate on getting well right now?
Thanks, Eric.
What was all that about?
Nikki, she's being discharged today.
Today?
Today. That's what I just said, today. She's out of here. I wonder where she's gonna do her recuperating then.
Probably in the room above Kelly's. Why, do you care?
No, I just know that she doesn't have anyone to help her, that's all.
She has AJ, doesn't she?
I don't know, Sheila. I guess she does. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Ryan, hold it a sec.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, listen, I just wanted to thank you again. I think you were so great that night to stay with the kids during the storm.
Oh, it was no problem. Believe me, it was my pleasure. Those kids are terrific. And that BJ, what a charmer.
Well, thank you very much. We certainly think so. I have to tell you, though, I really drove Tony crazy that night. I was worried. I mean, not about the brownstone, because that thing is built like the Rock of Gibraltar, but about the fact that Joseph Atkins was out there on the loose. I just wish I'd known you were there at the time.
Bobby,
Where?
you have to relax. Now, even if this guy is crazy enough to get back at you, he's not stupid enough to risk being caught and then hauled off back to prison. And you can't keep your family locked up until he's found.
I know. Deep down, I know you're right. Just that I can't help it. My imagination is working overtime. Anyway, I should let you go. Thanks again. I gotta go to post up.
Yeah, sure. Miss Cantillon, if anybody asks for me, I'm going to be out on a break.
Sure thing, Doctor.
It's such a beautiful day. I've got some paperwork to do, and I think I'll go sit in the park.
Okay, let's go get some ice cream. Ice cream! Want some ice cream? Okay, Max, let's go. You want to go get Wait, I'll go take them if you want. Oh, that's okay. You can stay here with your Uncle Mac and talk if you like. Would you like any ice cream?
Yeah, I think I'll get an almond Frenchie drink.
An almond
Wait a minute. She'll stay here with me. Go on.
Okay.
Go on, BJ. I need to talk to you. Something's come up.
Yeah, sure. What is
Well, I think I've tracked down a lead that might help solve Felicia's memory.
Oh, great. What is it?
Nothing solid. But I do have to go to Texas to check out a few things.
Let's see. Well, I miss you, but that's cool.
That's cool? That's it? I'm worried about leaving you alone, and that's cool?
Well, I mean, I'm not alone. It's Noriko and I. We'll survive.
Would you be happier staying with Sean and Tiffany?
Yeah, it's a great idea. I'd like that a lot.
Well, look, this just came up, so, I mean, I haven't had a chance to talk to them. I'm sure they'd love it. I'll talk to Sean when I go to headquarters.
Okay, can I go with you? I just want to ask you, if there's any news about Jason.
Robin,
I know, he was a good sailor, but the storm was pretty bad.
I know, and I'm sure he managed to get the boat on shore somewhere. Look, they'll find him soon.
I just want to know how the search is going.
I understand. We'll feel better when we talk to Sean, okay?
Right, thank you.
No one seems very anxious to respond to your request, Miss Sutton.
Don't worry. It's only been a few minutes.
Has it?
Something has to be done about that leg. And soon. I just have to persuade Simon to take care of it.
I've seen the way he looks at you. And you could probably get him to do anything you wanted him to. So play it smart, Holly.
How else do you think I'd play it?
Get him to save you. Don't make me part of the deal. I can take care of myself. I've done it for a long time now, and that's the way I prefer it.
You're giving up.
I don't want you making any heroic gestures on my behalf.
I don't abandon friends. You are my friend.
Yes, I am. But I don't want you to make any bad choices for me.
I won't.
Look, my rule of thumb is this. I take care of number one. I mean, I promise you, I would not sacrifice myself for you. Don't do it for me.
I will not sacrifice myself.
I don't believe that.
Besides, I still owe you for what you did in San Francisco.
No, you don't. That debt is repaid.
Well, I don't think so. Maybe that just comes down to the fact that I'm a better person than you are.
I'm sure you are.
Okay, miss. Senor Romero says you can come to his cabin now.
You remember what I said, damn it? Nothing for me. Don't do anything for me. And that's an order, sailor.
You seem to forget I don't take orders very well. Besides, you're not exactly in the right shape to be enforcing them. You wanted to see me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Look, I'm really short on time, Nikki, so if there's something you want to say.
I was wondering about Jason. Have they found him?
No, they're still searching. Thank you for asking.
Well, I'm sure that AJ would have called me if there were news, but he's terribly worried.
We're all worried, Nikki.
I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, please.
No, I think you've done quite enough already. So if that's all you wanted to say.
I'm being discharged today. Before I leave, I just wanted to tell you again that I'm really sorry about the lawsuit. I know it wasn't your fault that Daddy died. I wish you would forgive me. You have no idea how important it is to me.
Stop it, Nikki. Just stop it.
Okay? I understand how you feel. But I had to try. Thanks for coming. I hope that Jason comes home safely.
What is your agenda?
I beg your pardon?
Why did you cover for AJ and say that you were driving that night?
I didn't cover. I was driving.
No.
Well, the police...
Oh, I know. The police bought your story, yeah. But I didn't buy it. Not at all.
I don't understand you, Monica. Would you rather have AJ in jail?
No, of course not, Nikki. Gosh. No, I am very relieved that he's not in jail. And actually, I suppose I should be grateful to you. But, you see, I have this feeling that I'm going to have to pay a price. And I don't know what that is. So what do you want, Nikki? Is it AJ? Is that what you want?
AJ and I are very good friends. He's a sweet person, and he's been very wonderful to me.
Let me warn you about something right now. Things aren't the way they seem, Nikki. You see, AJ doesn't have a penny to his name. And he's not going to until he comes into his trust fund. And that's not going to be for a long time.
I'm not interested in whether or not he's rich.
And I don't believe you.
Well, that's really sad. Do you have any regard for your own son? Do you think that coming from a wealthy family is the only thing he has going for him?
Of course
he
not.
He happens to be a very intelligent and sensitive and thoughtful person. He's been very kind to me, and that's why I care about him. He's the only real friend that I have.
I don't think you know the meaning of the word friendship. And I don't want AJ hurt.
You don't care about his feelings at all.
How dare you tell me whether or not I care about my son or how I care about him? I just want you to keep away from him.
Well, it's not up to me. He obviously does what he wants. The question is, Monica, can you keep him away from me?
What is that part? Is that the lookout tower?
Yeah.
Is that where Princess Barbergina
And
is?
this part is the lighthouse. And this part is my room.
Uh-huh.
All the way down to here is my room.
Well, look what I found. 3 lovely ladies.
Well, hello. The girls are making the Gobi Desert. Would you like to join them?
No, I think I'll leave that to the engineering experts. I'll just sit down and keep you company for a minute if it's all right.
Sure.
Hey, BJ, remember me?
Yeah, you're the one who made pancakes.
That's right, the morning after the storm. Hiya, Max.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I've got all this paperwork to do, and it's such a beautiful day. I thought I'd come out and get some fresh air at the same time. Hey, guys, who's ready for one of Dr. C's sugar-free pops?
Me? Yes.
Yes, yes, what? What?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
There you
Thanks.
Sugar-free? Of course. You're interesting. You're very good with kids.
Oh, I love them. Which is probably good, considering I'm a pediatrician, you know.
No, I'll say. No, I mean, really, you're really very good with Max. It usually takes her a while to warm up to people. And she warmed up to you very quickly. It's almost as if she knew you before.
Well, I regret we didn't know each other before.
Let me show you.
Now, they're both very sweet and well-adjusted little girls. It's obvious their mother's given a lot of love and security.
Let me see.
Well, I just don't want to spoil her. She's very special to me. She's all I have.
I know what you mean, Steve.
Well, she always comes first, too.
Well, I have a suggestion. I've got Friday afternoon off. Why don't we take BJ and Max over to the zoo? They got a brand new baby polar bear. They'd probably love that. And then the 3 of us can have lunch together. Actually, it would be 4, wouldn't it?
Ryan, you're knee-deep in children 5 days a week, and yet on your day off, you want to spend time with the children again?
Well, I admit getting to know Max's mother a little better plays a small part, but just a very small part.
Well, on behalf of all of the children, I accept. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. All right, what do we got going here? You Phil in here? You got Phil?
Are you all right?
Oh, sure, after spending the night in the hold of this miserable
In the
ship.
hold?
You said Bill and I were to be taken to his cabin.
I thought you were. I gave strict orders that everything was to be done for your comfort.
Well, your instructions and orders were completely ignored.
I will look into that. I promise you. And I apologize. I had no idea.
I have a million questions to ask you. For example, how and why are you connected to a ship that's carrying what seems to be millions of dollars worth of arms and ammunition?
They are weapons that I purchased. And I am seeing them to San Sebastian.
How can you do it? How can you be such a traitor?
Holly.
You are betraying the people of San Sebastian. They are your own people, and are you proud of making a profit off them?
No! Holly, you're mistaken. I know I told you that I was being politically neutral, but that's all changed. The arms are not going to the government. They're going to the freedom fighter.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Well, it's true. I swear.
It is way too much of a switch. I begged you to help Wilma. You could have made all the difference in the world to her. But you wouldn't even lift a finger. And now you're saying you're savior of the country?
I was wrong to turn my back. And I never realized how wrong until I lost you.
I don't believe you.
Listen to me. Paloma, your sister is alive. She's alive.
I know that. What do you think I'm doing on a boat to San Sebastian?
Well, then, why didn't you come to me first?
Why? What would be the point? You have made your position perfectly clear. You have denied helping me so many times, Simon.
A man can change, can't he? Are you going to allow that possibility? Because I have changed. Because I love you. This is fate. Don't you see it? That the two of us are together on this boat?
Oh, yeah, it's fate, all right.
I want to deliver these arms to your sister with you. This time, I want to help her restore freedom to our people. We can do that together. Isn't that what you want?
Did you ever talk to Ruby?
Yeah, I did. And she's pretty worried about Jagger. He's been missing since the night of the storm.
You're kidding. You think he's hurt?
She seemed to think so. She contacted all the hospitals in the area. He wasn't in any of them. No reports of any fatalities, so... I think it's a coincidence. I mean, Jagger's pretty much of a drifter. He probably decided it's time to move on.
He really likes Ruby. I don't think he would do that without telling her, Sean. I really don't.
She doesn't think so either, but I believe it's just her emotions talking right now. You know, kids like Jagger, they just shut theirs off.
I don't know. I think it could be something else. You know, this Atkins brother, his Cal, you know? I think that maybe he's just maybe decided to get back at Jagger for messing up that robbery. I mean, you know they hated each other.
Oh, will you come on, honey? Let's not forget the fact that Jagger refused to testify against Cal. No, this whole hate bit could just be a cover-up. And who knows? Maybe Jagger helped Atkins break Cal out of that work camp. Come on. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Hi. We were just on our way over to see you.
Oh, good. Here we are.
Someone here needs to talk to you.
What is it, sweetheart?
I just wondered about Jason.
Nothing yet, honey, but no news is good news.
But you'll have good news soon, I guarantee you.
Then the search is continuing, and since the weather is mild, it'll be much easier.
Yeah, and he's got pretty good survival skills, so there's a good chance he's all right, right?
Honey, I am sure that when he gets back, he's going to have a lot of tall tales to tell.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Listen, we have something else on our minds. How would you guys like a house guest for a couple days?
Yeah, one who makes excellent chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, Matt, great. When are you moving in?
Get out of here.
Stop. This will be great. We will love it, sweetheart. I'm so excited about that. You know, I tell you what, it is so quiet in that big old house with just the two of us there. You can hear a pin drop all the time.
Yeah, Matt.
Sure, I'll make some noise.
Yeah, Matt, you going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to Texas. Gonna run down a clue that might help with Felicia's memory.
That's great. Is it a big clue?
I don't know. It might be a big nothing, but it's worth a shot.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll call the police chief down there. Open a few doors for you.
It'd be great. Thanks, Sean.
Good luck, buddy.
Well, you know, Felicia, I mean, she kind of gets on your nerves, but I do care about her.
Yeah, we all care about her. Sort of grows on you, you know?
Like a wart.
I lost my perspective and my compassion. Nothing was more important to me than my business, my profits, my grand ambitions.
And all that has changed?
I don't pretend I've become a saint, but my desire to help the freedom fighters liberate the country is real. And I can only tell you that I wish my eyes had been opened sooner.
Why didn't you say anything before?
Because
you know it would have changed everything.
And you never would have believed me until the arms were delivered. And I knew Paloma would confirm all of it to you.
And what about Father Martin? How well do you know him?
Father Martin is a man of God, a patriot.
Father Martin is nowhere near being a man of God. He's not even a priest.
Why do you say that?
Because Bill recognized him. He says he's a cold-blooded killer.
I know this seems impossible, but Bill Eckert has had a very clouded past himself. The only thing that's important to me is that Father Martin has strong contacts with your sister's people, and he is dedicated to freeing the country, as dedicated as I am to delivering the weapons to Paloma. So we have joined forces.
I really wish I could believe you.
As God is my witness, I am telling you the truth.
Well, if you are telling me the truth, then you can start proving it. By having Bill moved out of that hold and getting him some medical attention.
Absolutely. And in the meantime, I will get you your own cabin.
I'll wait until Bill is taken care of.
All right. I'll check with the captain.
I'll be downstairs in the hold until Bill gets medical attention.
Now, don't be stubborn. I give you my word. I will do as I say. I will help them.
Because any future that you and I might have is in your hands.
Well, Nicky, I see you've been discharged.
Yes, sooner than I expected. I just wanted to thank you and everybody for taking such good care of me.
Well, we're all very pleased that you're well again.
This is really hard to say, but, well, I can't believe that you treated me like any other patient after all the trouble that I caused everyone. I'm very grateful.
Well, thank you, Nicky. You were a very good patient.
I'd just like to say that I know there's no excuse for what I did. But when my father died, my whole world was torn apart, and I was really scared and alone. I felt as though everything was against me. And I guess maybe I thought I had a good case. But I would never do it again knowing what I know now.
Oh, we understand.
I was just telling Monica that I've been doing a lot of thinking while I was here about the lawsuit and everything. Maybe that's why I ended up back here. Maybe I deserved my injury.
Yeah, Nicky, look, realizing what you did and realizing how you would do it differently if you could do it over again is, that's a step in the right direction.
Thank you. I hope so. Well, I know you're all very busy. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry, and I hope that someday you'll be able to forgive me.
We wish you the very best, Nicky.
Oh, one other thing, my hospital bill.
Aren't you covered with insurance?
Well, I just found out that I'm not. I guess my father's policy was canceled upon his death, and I don't know how I'm going to come up with the money, but I promise that I'll pay the hospital as soon as I can.
Well, I'm sure we can work out a payment plan. And meanwhile, you take it easy and get your strength back.
Thank you. Thank you all for everything.
What did you do? What did you do? Try to amputate your leg?
Yeah, just call me Long John's Silver.
Oh, you fool. Here, look. I'll hold this.
Thank you. Well, you're home early.
Well, my plan was to play to Simon's ego, get him to really feel a lot of sympathy for us, and then get him to help you.
Joan of Arc meet Peg Leg Pete.
That was the plan. I ended up tearing into him about his involvement with the San Sebastian dictatorship. And then I called him a traitor.
Well, that was a subtle tactic. What kind of story did he come up with to change your mind?
Well, that's not important. But what is important is that he'd have promised to help you for what that's worth. Drink some more.
I did. You want a pull?
No, thank you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry, we're fresh out of sweet sherry.
I'm surprised you remember me.
I'm surprised you're surprised, but then you seem like a woman who does not surprise easily.
Well, there's a lot that you don't know about me.
What else don't I know about you?
I don't want to go to your funeral.
Well, that makes two of us.
Then may I suggest that you not perform any more surgery on yourself?
Okay, come with me.
Who sent you?
Mr. Romero?
Well, please tell Mr. Romero that I'm not going anywhere without Mr. Eckert.
I'm talking about the two of you. Mr. Romero said take you both to Mr. Eckert's cabin. There'll be medical supplies there for his leg.
Well, what do you know? You pulled it off.
Thank you. Would you help me get him out of this? I'll get the brandy.
If they don't find Jason in another day, will the Coast Guard stop looking?
They are not going to stop looking until Jason and Karen are found, okay?
You always know the right things to say.
Ah, well, sometimes.
Thank you.
Felicia, your helpers are here.
Hi, I'm back. Okay. Hey, you want to go see the duckies? Okay. The duckies? Yeah, let's go see the duckies. Come on, BJ. I got baby. Okay.
Poor baby.
Hi. Hi. Well, I better get back to the hospital. I'm sure not getting any work done out here. Felicia, I'll pick you up Friday at the Brownstone at noon.
Okay.
Okay.
I look forward to it.
See you.
Bye-bye.
You're working Friday, right?
And not until 4 o'clock. Max and I are going with him to the zoo. There's been some new baby polar bears, you know.
Really great, babies. Well, don't you think you might want to get to know someone a little bit better before you go looking at any wild animals?
You're jealous.
You're jealous, aren't you?
No, jealous? Me? Yeah, I'm jealous of the polar bears.
You're jealous.
Eckert and Holly are now in Eckert's cabin.
What about the medical supplies?
Well, this is not a floating hospital. We have a rudimentary first aid kit. They'll have to make do.
I don't like your tone of voice.
And I don't like the situation. Why bother with Eckert? If we were smart, we'd get rid of him right now.
If you kill Eckert, Holly will turn on me. She has to trust me. She has to believe the arms are going to the Freedom Party, or she's not going to lead us to Paloma. Once the emerald mines are in my possession, what you do with Eckert is your business.
Good.
But for now, you leave him alone.
Take some brandy. I'm sorry, we don't have anything better to kill the pain.
Holly, you gotta get the bullet out of there. I can't wait for a doctor.
No, but it might make it stop bleeding.
No, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself.
Stop it. Stop it. Oh,
Holly, please. Please. I can't lose my leg.
you won't, Bill.
Take it out.
Listen to me, you won't lose your leg. Okay. Now relax. Lie back. I'll take care of it. I want you to take a big swallow of brandy.
No problem.
Now close your eyes and concentrate on something really happy. Okay, concentrate. Did it?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're amazing. You didn't even make a noise. What were you concentrating on?
I don't know. This and that. Thank you, Holly. If you excuse me now, I think
pass out for a little while.
Tonight, when a new girlfriend reveals a shocking secret, is Doogie ready to become a daddy? It's...